YouTube, it's Allie from Allie's Best, and today I have for you the 10 items for feeding that you are probably forgetting to register for. A friend of mine commented on the last video that she was hoping to get more information about the kind of things that moms might be forgetting to register for. And while there are definitely a few things that I forgot to register for, I am only one mom. So I reached out to a bunch of the other moms I know, and I got a huge response about the kind of things they hadn't registered for and now rely on. I got so many things, in fact, that we are gonna have 3 videos about the kinds of things you might be forgetting to register for, or the things that are like mommy must-haves. So this video is going to be the 10 things that you might be forgetting to register for baby feeding. The first thing that you are forgetting to register for feeding your baby doesn't even go in their mouth. It is a breastfeeding pillow. This is the Boppy. It's the breastfeeding pillow I have. Another popular one is the Breast Friend, but all the mamas who got back to me were specific and said the Boppy. So here's the Boppy. This is a cute cover you can put on it. There's waterproof covers. And basically what it does is you put this little hole around your waist and you use it to help support your arms and baby while you breastfeed. The next item you are probably forgetting to register for is a nursing tank. I'm wearing a nursing tank right now, one that my sorority sister gave me that I didn't register for and needed. And basically, I'm not sure if they all work this way because I've only ever had this style, but there's a little hook right here. It unsnaps, which lets the front panel come down over the boob so that baby can latch, and it makes it more convenient than having to like lift up your shirt and getting baby to latch. It's a little bit like easier in public, and it's a little bit supportive, which is nice so that you don't actually have to wear like a full-on bra after you give birth. Okay, continuing with baby feeding items that are also like mostly for mom, are reusable breast pads. I don't even have the brand of these. I'm gonna find the brand of these and I'll link it below, hopefully. But these are the kinds I had, and they came so in handy once my milk came in. I was literally like on the street and Pat, my husband was like, "Hey, you're leaking." We were really excited because we've been waiting for my milk to come in. But yeah, I like leaked through my clothes, and that continued to happen for a long time. So these are great. You just slip them into your top right over your nipples, and then you can wash them and still use them. So it's great for the environment instead of just like, I don't know, are there disposable ones? I actually have no idea. Most of my friends just use reusable. One of my sorority sisters actually has reusable gel pads, which are not for absorbing excess milk. They are for soothing your nipples. So I'll try to find something like that and link it below. On the conversation of nipples, one of my sorority sisters specifically suggested that you get the Mother Love Nipple Cream. I used the Earth Mama Nipple Cream and it was great. So I would say, based on my short time breastfeeding, that nipple cream is a must. And everyone has their go-to brand. For the time that I used it, I really liked Earth Mama. It was instant relief and help. The next suggestion is for breastfeeding mamas who are also going to be pumping. These moms suggested that you need to register for breastfeeding storage bags. I did not register for them. And for the times that I was pumping, I just stored my milk in mason jars. But this is a great suggestion if that's going to be something you need, if you plan on pumping at work or anything like that. Breastfeeding storage bags is something it sounds like people didn't have enough of and didn't think to register for and needed sooner than they thought they were going to need them. So if that might be something you're interested in, don't forget to register for those. That said, I'm just gonna toss this in. You can store your milk in something reusable like a mason jar if you want to be a little bit more delicate on the environment. It might just take a little bit more research. On the topic of pumping, this next item is like, people swear by it. It has a cult following. I never figured out how to use it, but all my midwives, the lactation consultant I spoke with, like, this is the gold standard important thing. It is this. This is a Haka. It is a breast pump, and like I said, I never learned how to use this, but multiple moms messaged me back and they were like, Haka is God. So, yeah, it like, you squeeze it like squeeze it down here and it sucks onto the nipple, and it's supposed to be able just to collect a ton of milk like while you're breastfeeding on the other nipple or while you're pumping, so that anything that you're leaking you catch. I just don't think I knew how to use it quite right, and then I didn't YouTube it like a normal person would. I was just like, that seems difficult. Oh well. Anyway, so people swear by this. This is actually the final breastfeeding item. This is a Nipple Shield, and you can register for these. I didn't register for mine. I actually got mine at the hospital, and they gave it to me to assist with breastfeeding because my baby was having trouble latching. And after we had issues with breastfeeding again, this is how I was starting to get her to relatch. It was helping her kind of deal with some nipple confusion between, or nipple preference really, between me and the bottle. And it can help with pain. They can do a lot of things, more things than I know. So I would suggest researching nipple shields, and maybe even talking to your doctor or midwife, whoever you're working with, to see if it's worth registering for or if you should wait on it. The thing about waiting on it is that when you need it, like you can need it right away in the hospital like I did. And I was really lucky that my hospital gave me one. So I do think it's a nice thing to have. And a few mamas said that they wish they had had theirs earlier, like as early as in the hospital like I did. So nipple shields. I'll see if I can have a link for that below. Why don't you check it out? There might be a link. Now to the realm that I feel like I'm more of an expert in. So right now in our family, we're formula feeding for a series of reasons that if you're interested in, you can ask me below and I'll make a video about it. But I'm only doing that if there are people who are curious. Otherwise, forget about it. One thing moms don't know: don't register for a bunch of one kind of bottle because your baby could hate it. If you're going to be registering for bottles, which no matter how you plan on feeding your baby, I would suggest you register for at least a few bottles. I would suggest registering for like 2 bottles from maybe like 3 or 4 different companies. That way, if all of a sudden for whatever reason you have to breastfeed, you'll probably have enough to get through a day, like 8 to 10 bottles, and you'll be able to see what kind of bottle nipples or bottles work for you and your baby. So let me show you the kinds that we have at our house. The first one, we actually have 2 different kinds of this brand. This is the Dr. Brown's bottles. If you do any research, this is like the standard bottle. So this is the big Dr. Brown's. It goes all the way up to 8 ounces. It has like 6 million parts. So you have the bottle, the cap, the under cap connector, this blue thing, I don't know what it's for, a white thing on the inside, and a nipple. So it is a little bit annoying to clean, but my baby kind of loves them. She drinks out of these really, really well, so that's one option. Here's a really popular bottle. This is the Tomo bottles. I think they were originally marketed that they were really breast friendly because of like how wide the nipple is. It's supposed to make there be less nipple confusion. I will say this is the first bottle my baby ever took, and instantly after taking it, she would not latch anymore. But she was really, really young. She was only 10 days old, I think, when that happened. These are amazing because they're super easy to clean. So I really like that. There's only 3 parts. All 3 parts get really cleaned in the dishwasher. So if you wash them that way, that's easy. You definitely cannot wash all of the parts well of this one in the dishwasher, so you need a bottle brush. The only other annoying thing about these bottles is that because it has a really narrow base, these fall over all the time, which obviously can get annoying. So yeah, I like the Tomos. They also don't fit great in a diaper bag because of their shape, but you can make it work. So that's another bottle we have. This came with a pump. Here, there you go. This bottle came with a pump. It's fine. It's a little small. It's only a 4-ounce bottle. It works fine. Now I'll show you the one I was really excited about. This is the Mason bottle. The only thing that you get when you buy this bottle is this nipple, and it's made for you to use the bottle on mason jars. So it just goes into the metal rim of your mason jar, It also comes with a silicone sleeve, which is nice, but you don't need it. This is great. They do leak a little bit. It's also supposed to not have as much nipple confusion because of how wide the nipple is. They're fine. I'm not overly impressed with them, but they are super easy to clean. We're like a jar family, so we already have a bunch of mason jars. So I would suggest getting this if you already have a bunch of jars. You're concerned about the amount of like new products you're consuming when you're becoming a new parent. But again, like, don't go crazy. I think when you order these, it comes with 4 nipples. Like, just try that out. See what you think. Whoopsies! It looks like it's off by 1 number here. So this is Allie from the future coming to tell you that 2 other things Mama said that they wanted to register for were high chairs and baby food makers for a little extra tip. Finally, I think this is number 10. A few mamas said that they wish they had registered for later feeding things. So I have some examples. One mama said they wish they had registered for baby utensils or taught young eating utensils, bibs, snack storage containers, all those kinds of things, because one day all of a sudden you need them, and it's much easier if you already asked for them off your registry. Okay guys, those are the 10 things you might be forgetting for baby feeding. I hope that you add them to your registries, or if you're a new mom, you go out and get them if you need them. Don't forget to check the links below. Hopefully I will have found a bunch of this stuff for you. Also, if you like this video, please make sure you subscribe below, because we're going to have 2 more videos in the series about what you are forgetting to register for, and I want to make sure you see them before your bundle of joy comes out into the world and doesn't have socks. Like someone's bundle of joy would have not had socks. Someone had to tell me babies need socks. But hey, we're all learning. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.